Yo, we gotta talk. We gotta react. What's up with y'all, man? Salute to the family. Salute to my people, bro. Let's get it.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.
Yeah, a whole bunch of motherfuckers woulda won, shoulda won, coulda won, but they didn't.
If he dreamed it, he better wake up and apologize.
You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white pussy. Scared of the real man. I'll fuck you till you love me.
Fighters like they always talk about fighters, but the same ones that talk about them fighters never had a pair of gloves on their life, never fought a day in their life.
The only reason he was able to make them kind of movies is because people believed in bullshit.
And they pay money to see me beat. And I go to the bank laughing. 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. I am the greatest. And he fight them. I can't even talk.
Oh my God, man. I love you, man, and I support you.
Oh, no. No, it's bite me so fucking much, nigga. I saw you fight to red. It changed my life. I said, this is what I'm gonna be. Just look at me, nigga. Because of you. Who are you?
I'm gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no.
I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
The C plus fighter, I'm an A plus fighter. Come Saturday night next week, all the fans tune in because I'm a dominator.
If guys had children, so I could kick them in their fucking head or stomp on their testicles, so you could feel my pain, because that's the pain I had.
I know the art of fight. I know the art of war. That's all I ever studied. But I'm so feared. That's why they feared me when I was in the ring.
Yo, what is up with y'all today, man? I've had a busy couple of days, so I figure I gotta get the Shakur Stevenson reaction in real quick. Let me pull up this link. What's up with y'all, man? I don't think anybody in here yet, but oh shit, there's a couple comments. Kurt Herb, what's up with you, man? Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you being a fucking channel member. You're a real one, bro. I appreciate you. OTB, what up with you, man? All things, what up, bro? Richardson Chickens, salute to you. I gave you a wrench, but I don't know I don't know what profile that is. I'll check you out in a second. Salute to you, champ. Lee Jackson, what's up with you, Brody? Miss Mona, the queen in the building. What's up with you, girl? Salute. That was my 10-minute joint. To my dog, King B, what's up with you, family? Salute, Brody. I'm a little out of sorts today. I've had so much shit to do, bro. It's crazy, crazy work. And as I can see with the amount of people in here, YouTube just playing games like they normally do. But fuck it. I got the contest link up. There's 5 super chats. If you guys reach the 5 super chats, then y'all want to play the top shit talker contest. I got a $30 cash app for anybody that wants to play. Mike Ryan, what's up with you, OG? Salute, man. How you doing, bro? You the only one in here besides me. Salute, man. Appreciate you popping through. Shout out to the likers, the sharers, the subscribers, most of all. If you're catching this on the playback, which I get a shit ton of views on the playback, I kind of wish I didn't, but I do. So if you're catching this on the playback, you can hit the share, the like, all that shit. You can also hit the Cash App. It's D1AWM. The PayPal is the same exact thing. All pay apps, that's my name. That's our name. Shout out to William Old School. I don't know if he's going to show up today, but I sent him a text. We'll see. And if he ain't got the time, it's still all good. That's my guy no matter what. I appreciate William. My computer's running a little funny, bro. Hold up. All right, I'm going to react to this, bro, because I got to. I ain't got time to put it in the show. I ended the show early on Friday because it just wasn't no fucking point. I'm not going to sit out here yelling at people to pander and help and support and all that goofy shit. If there's nobody in here, there ain't nobody in here. It is what it is. Today, I'm rocking out no matter what. All right, William, I see you working, bro. Salute, man. Hold on, guys. My bad. All right, let's get into this interview here. There was a lot of contradiction in this fucking interview. There was a lot of things said. And now I just like, this shit rubs me the wrong way, bro. When this dude is in the Fred Van Fleet interview, I'm going to pull that one up right after this one. And he's saying one thing about talking to Tank and talking about Tank. But then in the next one, he's immediately saying his name and acting like he want. Oh, yes, sir, Ali. What's up with you, bro? Bitcherson Hitchens. Salute, bro. Cam J, what up, Brody? Technique. Didn't listen to Ariel Helwani in a while. Salute, bro. My dog Cam J in the building. If you're catching this on the playback and you don't know who my bro Cam J is, or you're in the live and you don't know my bro, go check my dog out. He be doing this shit, and he been live a lot more lately. So give my dog a holler, man. Salute to you, Cam. Appreciate you, bro. My dog Intellect 813 in the building. Salute, bro. Appreciate y'all popping through. Everybody in here, hit the like and share this joint, because as you can see, bro, they just don't fuck with me. I don't know what it is. And a lot of people, it's probably because a lot of people don't like me. They don't know how to take me. They think I'm standoffish. They think I lie about who I am on the internet because they're fucking goofy internet birds and they wish they could fucking have something in life, let alone fucking have enough balls to press live on their own YouTube channel and tell people their fucking boxing opinions. So they got to reach out and hate. Like, there's only fucking a couple people in here typing. Like, there's more people in the shadows hating and hate watching and fucking screen recording than there is supporters, man. So shout out to the real ones that truly understand what we're doing here. Know that I ain't lying about shit I say. I just give y'all my boxing opinion. There's no other way to put it. Salute to y'all, man. Let's get it.
Over what transpired this past weekend in England. But to be honest, we haven't.
Oh, shit. YouTube, this is for educational purposes only. And shout out to my dog, King B. Fuck that educational purposes only shit. Shout out to my dog, King B, with the 333 in the Cash App. That's my dog. I'm going to play it. Yo, I had 3. That's crazy. You hit me with the 333. I uploaded 3 new super chat jingles for Friday night. I didn't get a chance to play them because nobody was supporting. So I'll play you the Regis joint. Salute to my dog, King B, bro.
Aw, shit. Shout out to the super chatter who has way more in common with Regis' left hand than they even know. It only shows up every so often, and when it does, we're all fucking excited. Shout out to you in the super chat. We fucking appreciate you.
He's hurt. Diaz again and again. And down he goes for a 4th time.
Shout out to my dog, King B, bro. Just like Regis's left hand. When that bitch shows up, everybody's pumped up. Too bad it didn't show up in the Connor Benn fight, but what we know now about Connor Benn, and that's another thing, dude. I've been itching to go live and talk about this. How the fuck are we matching Ryan Garcia and Connor Benn up? How is that possible? I seem to remember these giant headlines all over the fucking place. Connor Benn signs with Zuffa. Eddie Hearn was ass hurt over it. We're going to go over Eddie Hearn joint too here in a second because he was cooking on Cigar Talk. I got to react to that too. But don't everybody remember Connor Benn signs with Zuffa for $15 million? And don't you guys remember what Dana White said about working with sanctioning bodies and all that? Like, I think he's going to fight Zuffa fighters with Zuffa fighters, and he's going to act like none of the rest of boxing exists, and he's going to keep his fucking blinders on and charge straight ahead and keep putting on cards and all that good shit. So how the fuck is Ryan Garcia going to fight Connor fucking Wynn? Doo-doo ass. We fight all night. What's up with you, Brody? Salute. I just don't know why people don't understand this or remember it. Fucking Zuffa, $15 million, Connor Benn. So how the fuck is he fighting Ryan Garcia next? And now Shakur want to fight him on hydration clause like he always did, but he'll go up for Connor, but not for Ryan and not for Devin. Devin, he wants out. We're going to get into it. Shout out to Ariel Helwani, everybody in here. If you're not subscribed to him and you need me to tell you that, you've already fell way behind the 8 ball and you need to start paying attention. If you call yourself a boxing fan or a mixed martial arts fan and you don't know who this guy is on the screen, you've already lost. Real shit. And look at this. He's a Bills fan like I am. That's the only reason I can stand the dude. You see my dog Josh Allen back there in the pocket? Yeah, that's my dog. It's the only reason I can fuck with Ariel, because he's a Shakur knob gobbler too. Everybody just thinks Shakur is this unbeatable, untouchable fighter, and it's like, what the fuck? It just goes to show Roger was fucking dead on the money when he said people don't know shit about boxing. Now, I get it. You guys think that positioning and distance keeping and that lame-ass jab is something to behold when really it's not. Tim Carey, my dog. Salute, bro. Appreciate the support, bro. And we're having the top shit talker in the chat. As long as we reach them 5 super chats, and I'm going to do that shit every single time I'm live. I'm going to set the goal. If there's a goal set, the top shit talker contest is in play. So you guys do what you want with that. If you reach the goal, that unlocks a $30 cash app to the #1 shit talker in the chat. And I don't see nobody else doing that kind of shit, but it's all good. Maybe one day they'll see. But shout out to Tim Carey.
We're interrupting your regularly scheduled program.
Who the fuck was that guy? Because a commenter chose to put a $5 bill on their fucking comment. And quite frankly, we care more about the paying customers than the non-paying customers. That's just what life's about. Shout out to you and your fucking support. We really, really appreciate it.
Shout out to my dog, Tim Carey, who is indeed a fucking paying customer. So I gotta look at the paying customers before I look at the non-paying customers. Salute to my dog, bro. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's get into it. Like, share, subscribe. Ariel Helwani. He's a Bills fan, and that's probably the best thing about him. And that's all I got to say about that.
Spoken to him since his big win just a few months ago at Madison Square Garden. He is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Shakur Stevenson, the pride of Newark, New Jersey, multiple-time champion.
As a matter of fact, guys, I'm sorry. I forgot to do this, bro. My dog, Scooter Davis, and I just got free, so I'll be at the Scooter Davis fight. By somehow, God's grace, fucking my son's exam got pushed till May, so now I don't got to move him back in April. We're going to be in the building getting at it. Any of y'all want to fucking come out and meet me? Scooter Davis fights April 5th, I believe it is. The ad will tell y'all more.
It's live. It's local. It's boxing. Jetta Promotions returns to Charm City at the Hilton, Baltimore Inner Harbor, 401 West Pratt Street in Baltimore, Maryland. Saturday, April 25th, for a night of championship boxing, featuring a host of young professionals and future champions. Fighters like Scooter Davis, Tyler Langer, Ezra Turner, Bria Miller, Sharame Patricio, Mohammed Robinson, Demetrius Ballard, Omari Lawrence. Come out and see them live and in person. Enjoy the thunder of the leather and the pace of the action. Don't think about it, be about it. Get your tickets today, JettaPromotionsBoxing.com. That's JettaPromotionsBoxing.com.
Fuck whoever answered no to the poll question that pops up as soon as you come in here. Fuck you. Why you sitting around here watching, dude? Like, if you're a hater, there's no reason to sit here and watch, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing you like. There's no point in paying attention, bro. Just move the fuck around. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, I'm not at your live stream hating and hitting the dislike button on your live stream. So what the fuck you doing it for mine? Why are you doing it to mine? I will never be by your channel. I will never be checking out your live stream. You fucking goofball little hater. Let's see what the fuck Shakur and Ariel Helwani are saying. We hit the like button. We're subscribed. YouTube, this is for educational purposes only. Let's get it.
Multiple weight classes as well. Kind enough to join us right here now. What's up, Shakur? How are you, my man?
Ariel, what's good, my guy? How you doing?
It's good to talk to you. You were in our hood. You were in our neck of the woods. You didn't come talk.
Cam said Top Rank need to put Scooter on that Abdullah undercard July 4th. That's a fact, Cam. I'll be out there to that one too, bro. Because Cleveland, my wife's having a pretty major surgery coming up, and I'll probably be off of YouTube the entire month of July, but I will be in Cleveland on July 4th, and then I just got to drive out there and probably drive home maybe the next day. But salute to Abdullah, bro. I'll be in Cleveland and I'll be in Baltimore if all goes well, because my we just got some terrible news, but she'll be in surgery and shit on July, bro. It's a lot, and that's why my shit been haywire a lot lately too. I got a lot on my mind, a lot dealing with in life, just a lot. So sorry guys, sorry fucking for slacking, sorry for not dropping shorts. It shit just all gets kind of overwhelming when motherfuckers ain't it just is what it is. I ain't gonna sit up here and fucking tell everybody my problems, but salute to y'all, man.
Talk to us after the fight at MSG, but we're not holding it against you. We still got mad love for you. You know that, right?
Next time, hit me up and it'll happen. All you gotta do is hit me up, make sure it gets to me.
That's a fact, Ali. Salute, bro. Appreciate you, Bitchardson Chickens. That's a funny ass name. Bitchardson Hitchens. How the fuck does a guy who's got a title dead smack in the middle of it, number one, get sick, get the shits and the pukes day of the fight, pull out according to Keith Conley, and duck entire fucking divisions and go run over and start doing goofy dances with Edgar Berlanga and fucking Dana White? Richardson Hitchens, you really disappointed me, bro. Like, there was so many good matchups with that dude, because people weren't barking up his tree, so to speak, because people know what kind of technical boxer he is. So he's a tough fight for anybody out here. And vice versa. There's guys out here that probably serve him some shit, but we'll never know now, will we? He's going to be fighting Julian Hammerhands Rodriguez, and I like Hammerhands a lot. I really like that kid. I like the way he fights, man. I'm surprised promoters didn't have money on him, but that's besides the point. Bitchardson Chickens, you disappointed us over here. All right, I'm gonna let this joint play, bro, and we're gonna see what the fuck he's lying and contradicting and hypocrisy about. Shakur, Twitterson, hypocrisy, fucking straight walking contradiction, and I'm certain that he does it for internet engagement on his profile. He's like being told to do this shit and go back on his. He's got to be, because nobody is this fake. Nobody is lying to the public this much. Him, Clarissa Shields, they all know what they're doing in front of the cameras on these interviews, guys. And I just got to let you guys know that. And I don't have any ill will towards Shakur. His fans are fucking terrible in the comment sections. They call you casual, and like, bro, I've been in boxing and closely paying attention to since the day I walked into a boxing gym at 7 years old. I'm 43 years old. The only sport I ever loved and cared about, well, there's two. Football had a lot to do with the way I was raised and the way I raised my children, and my wife loves the game of football. But my true love in life is boxing. That's the only sport I give a fuck about, other than a Saturday afternoon game that's got number 17 in it, and not the 17 most Buffalo fans are thinking about. That's the only fucking football game I care about. SBG Mello, what's up with you, Brody? Salute, man. What's up with my dog Mello in the building? Salute. This guy's got to stop fucking hypocrisizing. He's got to stop doing this shit, or we got to stop falling for it. Go check out the short I just made about this exact interview. Shit's funny as shit. And I don't know where these guys think Turkey is somehow changing the game. Yeah, you're right. He changed the game, all right. He changed it for the fucking worse. Now these guys think they're all entitled. Look at, we missed out on Devin Haney versus Rolly, because now Devin Haney's got an overinflated self-worth to what his punches are worth on the TV screen. So now he turns down a 50-50 offer. Crazy, crazy, nasty, crazy work, bro. Salute to all the real ones in the building that watch this interview on their own time, probably watch Cam react to it, probably watch Knockout's video on this shit. Shout out to my fucking people and shout out to my family that's in here liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate y'all, man. For real.
And I'm down.
Okay, I think I might have, but it's okay. You were busy. There was a lot going on, and so here we.
My team in the way. Don't blame them on that.
No. Your team is great. I love your team. I love your team. Julie's the best. I love her. I don't want any beef with her whatsoever. I've seen when she gets mad at journalists, and
She probably wanted me to settle down during the time. You know, I had a lot going on, so.
I know. I don't want her smoke. I don't want your smoke. So congratulations on that. But you will recall, Shakur, there was a time in July of last year you fought here, and then you came in our studio, and then there was a young man named Connor Benn who was here too, and you guys produced an incredible moment. And then there you were on the stage at MSG, and then he gets in the ring afterwards. Was there any part of you that thought about being there this weekend to maybe return the favor when he fought at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium?
Not at all. I'm really not a big traveler. I like sitting at home and chilling with my little girl and my future wife. So that's what I like doing. But everything that I said on the show came to fruition. I mean, I've been told y'all I'm better than him. I've been told y'all he's not on my level. I've been told y'all that his skills is not up to par with mine. So like I said, if he's ready to fight, tell him stop going on social media and making up lies saying that I said, oh, I won't fight at the weight class. I said I will. I said with a rehydration clause because he did it to Eubank. That's the only reason why I really said it for that reason. But like I said.
Excuse me? All right, I've heard this guy criticize the fucking rehydration clause when it's people that he's gonna fight using it or potential future opponents using the rehydration clause. It's soft, it's weak, it's this, that, and the third. But now he's literally pandering to fans saying, I'll go up to 47 and fight Connor Benn if I can have him half dead like he had Chris Eubanks half dead in the ring. Sure, I'll go out there and collect these couple millions or whatever they fucking pay him and all these tickets sold and grab all this clout if I can fight a dead Connor Benn. And speaking of dead, shout out to FaZe, bro. FaZe is a Devin Haney fan. FaZe threatened me the other day on Deem's panel, and I get it. You know what I mean? Some of the shit I say gets people fucking besides themselves. But he told me he'll unalive me with his bare hands. And I just thought to myself, he obviously can't, he never had to pay attention to anything I've said here on my channel. And granted, I was on my dog Deem's panel. Salute to Deem. Getting it by any means. Salute to my guy, but bro, you think you're going to kill me with your bare hands, bro? I'm literally trained at that. I ain't never worried about your hands, never, no time. Especially not on no fucking internet. But even more, especially in real life. I ain't just up here talking crazy and thinking that my keyboard going to save me all the time, bro. I'll really get into it with you. So don't ever threaten me again, bro. Because I'm, in fact, what you alluded to, I'm trained at that. Go do some research on me, bro. These little goofy internet nerds know who the fuck I am. You guys know what a green beret is? Okay. Go do yourself some research, kid, and don't ever fucking threaten me again.
He's not on my level. I've been said this, and I will beat the holy shit out of Connor Benn.
I would beat the holy shit out of Connor Benn at 43 years old, straight off the fucking couch, if I can put him on a rehydration clause too. I will. And see, you other goofy casual boxing fans and fake hardcore boxing fans think I'm talking crazy because you can't fight. I actually can fight and welcome it, and that's what I like to do. So don't ever think I'm just up here, because I'll get in the ring and spar any one of these guys I get up here and talk about. Any one of them for $0. So just know the difference between me and you. It's not the same thing. I actually mean what I say. You don't.
Ask your professional assessment of his fight on Saturday, how he looked, the performance against Regis Prograis. What do you think?
I think he looked green. I don't think he did that good. I thought Regis is well past.
My dog, yes sir, Ali says Shakur only fucks with people that benefit him. No one gonna give bro the truth. He takes advantage of people. Internet shit a disease, no doubt. Shakur, like, he knows what he's doing up here, guys. I gotta make that known. That's the number one reason why I needed to react to this interview. All the other shit he said, like he wants a half-dead Connor Benn in the ring. He wants the fight that we all think is the best fight, but really, he didn't really say the dude's name. Like, this shit's corny to me. But this guy, he knows exactly what he's doing on this platform. He knows exactly how powerful his words are. He knows exactly how to say those words to create whatever fucking narrative and internet push that he wants to create. He knows what he's doing, guys, and he's damn good at it. I gotta let y'all know that. If I don't let y'all know anything else this entire time we're up here talking shit, reacting, I gotta let y'all know that. He knows what he's doing.
That's his time right now. I think Regis is a great fighter back in the day. But honestly, I feel as though he's just a great fighter.
All right, shout out to Regis too, bro. I haven't been live. Me and William haven't been live since the Tyson Fury card. Man, Tyson looked good, but you guys got to understand that's because Tyson Fury had Makhmudov in the ring, and he was changing angles. He was out there sparring, having fun. You look as good as the guy in the ring allows you to look good. So Tyson Fury looked like he found the fountain of youth. Make no mistake, there was probably no testing for that fight. He found the fountain of youth in fucking SARMs and PEDs. I promise that. And his glove got a little floppy in that one too. I hate them Paffin sport gloves, bro. Them shits look fucking empty. They look like there's no goddamn padding in those gloves, especially the horsehair ones. Terrible, terrible work. But Connor, he's not on the level of these guys. He's not, guys. Regis Prograis was in there. He said he wanted to pull out of the fight day of. He said he was going to act like he tripped and fell and hurt his hand. Like he was running mad scenarios through his head because he was scared that his injuries were going to get him hurt. Now, I get it, bro. I 150% get it, dog. Like, he wanted to pull out. But I'm glad he went through with it, and he made a good fucking account of himself, and he looked pretty good in the fight, bro. It was a dog fight. Connor won the fight, but Regis did a lot better than I thought he would, and I bet you 100% Regis, that fight would look a little different. So shout out to Regis, shout out to Connor Benn. Connor, you better stop calling out any of these top guys. You need to take – if you think you can fuck with Ryan, think again, bro. Ryan will knock Connor Benn out in like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 3 rounds, 4 rounds. It'll be easy work. It'll be a fucking electrifying highlight reel, straight right hand or a left hook, bro. It's over with. The fight I want is Shakur versus Ryan. Catch weight, full 47, 40, wherever the fuck, Ryan, you shouldn't have opened your fucking bird brain beak and said you would go down to 140 because that looks like you're the duck. And anybody that's a Shakur Stevenson fan has the ammunition and has the fucking argument points to win that debate. Ryan looks like the duck because he said he would go to 140. Now you're not. Now you're fucking doing anything else but fighting Shakur and trying to make that fight happen. But Shakur also wants 50% in that fight. And he's about to say drop a bombshell in this joint that's completely capped, bro, and we're going to cook. Let's get it. Smash the like, share, subscribe. 60% of the people listening to my live stream do not subscribe. And that just tells me 60% of y'all are haters. The 40%, I appreciate y'all. Let's get it.
When you say Green, do you think that's someone who can get better, or do you think that we have seen the best of Connor Benn?
I think he can get better. I think he's getting better. I don't think he's staying in one spot. I definitely think he's getting better. But when I say Green, it's just I done had a lot of years in the sport of boxing that he hasn't had, so he can't catch up to me.
There were reports that Regis was injured going into this fight. He denied it, and then afterwards, he said, yes, they were all true. He was very hurt, and he even thought about the day before the fight pulling out. Considering that, were you surprised that Connor couldn't put him away?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised because Connor talks about how exciting he is and how much of a big puncher he is. But when I was watching the fight, I was very bored. So
the fucking audacity of this young man saying that right now is crazy work, bro. Because the last thing I was in the Connor Benn versus Regis Prograis fight was fucking bored. The very last thing I was bored. How dare somebody with the fighting style of Shakur fucking Stevenson fix his mouth and come out the side of his fucking neck to say he was bored watching the fight? How dare you, bro? Have you watched the only fight you had that was exciting was Zepeda. That's it. The Tio fight was lame as shit too. You guys kept hoping for Shakur to beat Tio up, but it just never happened. But you guys are still willing to call that an ass whipping. It's brain boggling to me, because you guys cannot possibly be where I'm from. An ass whipping is something you're having trouble standing up from. You're not in the fucking post-fight interview answering everybody's question when you got your ass whipped. You're recovering. You're in the hospital getting IVs and fucking your x-rays and MRIs to your rib cage. That's an ass whipping. What Shakur Stevenson did to Tiafimo was an outboxing. That's it. Fucking boring ass fight. For that high level of a fight, drawing that lack thereof or that much attention, however you want to report that fight, because we still don't got gate numbers on the largest attended fucking event at MSG, but somehow we still don't got the gate numbers. I think this shit's all a promotion, man. It's all a production. The only thing real in boxing is the punches being thrown. That's it. There ain't no more, there ain't no less. The rest of this shit is a circus, bro. And it's anybody's guess. But how dare you, Shakur, say Connor Benn was boring in that fight? And his little ass is out here clout chasing immediately, making sure that he gets out here and attaches his name to anything that this fight produced. Fucking crazy work, bro. How, guys, is that crazy work or what, chat? That this dude's fucking calling somebody else boring? Fucking bizarre, bro.
Maybe got to put some more excitement together, how you say.
Was there
Tim Carey says Shakur gate numbers are buried with Jimmy Jimmy Hoffa. Jimmy Hoffa probably the reason why my family stays above the poverty line today. Jimmy Hoffa's is what made unions what they are. Shout out to Jimmy Hoffa, bro. Because I'm a union delegate, in case people don't know. I work for DC4 Local Painters Union. Well, it's a nationwide thing, but I'm 112 union delegate. So shout out to the motherfucking union. I'm going to need some time off all of July. This shit's crazy work, bro. But salute to the motherfucking Hoffa. Salute to Shakur. Fucking up here, comfortable. He knows. Listen, guys, see this? I'm so glad I paused it here. He knows the internet. He knows he's trolling. He knows everybody on X and Twitter is going to be fucking screen recording that. Shakur says Connor Benn's boring. You know what happens to Shakur's profile when he says something like that and the Twitter engagement starts going crazy? He gets more followers or more haters. Either one is good. Either one is good. See, that's the thing that most of you internet babies don't know. And shout out to the internet babies. I don't say that as a because I'm on the internet too. So fucking, you know what I mean? Group me in with y'all. The internet babies don't know that whether you're a hater or a lover, to be honest with you, a hater or supporter, the hater's gonna do his job or her job better than the fucking supporters are. Look at that face, bro. Look at that face. He just told you guys I fell asleep or I stopped watching or whatever the fuck he said because it was boring. Look at that. Look at that. I hope nobody fucking engaged with that. I hope nobody tweeted that. Chat, are you guys not seeing what the fuck I'm seeing, or am I tweaking? Like, man, fucking crazy work, Shakur. He knows what he's doing.
Anything that he did that you liked that impressed you at all?
He's thinking about right there in his mind. He's like, yeah, bro, I'm about to have Twitter jumping after I call Connor Benn fight boring as a bitch, bro. These motherfuckers gonna be atting me and quote tweeting and screen recording and talking crazy shit on Twitter. You can't hide that smirk. Those dimples are too fucking big, my boy. That shit was crazy. Fucking A.
Yeah, I think Connor Benn's getting better. I don't think he's not staying in the same spot. You can tell he's getting better. He's trying to learn the craft. He's trying to get skills. So I will give him a hand on that. But other than that, I told you got a long way to go to catch up to somebody like me.
His detractors, and he certainly has a lot of them, will point to the fact that since the incident that derailed the first time they tried to make the Eubank fight, the tests and all that, he has not knocked anyone out. Is that something that you look at as well? Do you think there's any credence to that?
Yeah, for sure. He hasn't put nobody out since then. So once again, it must be something with that. You know, I try to stay away from that kind of stuff, but it's a very touchy subject because, you know, guys will sue you for saying a certain thing. So with that being said, I don't think he's the same fighter, but he definitely can't mess with me either way.
Is that a fight that you are looking for? Considering what you're saying about him being below you and on your level, green and whatnot, is that a fight that even interests you at this point?
Yeah, I'm down. I done said I was down before. I'm only interested because when I said let's do it, every fan said, "Oh, he's too small. He's going to get murdered. He's going to get beat up." So since y'all felt that way, then let's make the fight happen. Let me show y'all why I will beat the holy shit out of Connor Benn.
So
yeah, we don't care. We know you would beat the shit out of Connor Benn under a rehydration clause. We already know that. We want you to fight Devin, Tank, Gary Russell is one, and now he's flip-flopping. He doesn't know whether he wants to fight at 140, 135, where he wants to fight at. I want him to fight at 35. Abdullah Mason, Raymond Murataya, fucking Tank Davis. Or I want him to fight Ryan Garcia. Them are the four guys I want him to fight. Lamont Roach, I'll take that fight too. But he's walking in the footsteps in the shadow of Terrence Crawford. Who the fuck cares, King B says, no doubt. That's where I'm at. But I just, bro, the only reason I'm reacting to this, we're going to get to a Boots interview here in a minute, is because I got to tell the internet and I got to tell my family, the real ones, y'all, that this dude literally doing this shit for internet engagement. I already showed you guys his facial expression and shit after saying that Connor Benn's fight was boring, because the last thing that fight was boring. We got to see old Regis Prograis fucking saying, nope, none of those shots hurt him, calling Ben into a pocket fight. Just everything we've seen in that fight. 3, 4 headbutts. They had 4 cuts total between the both of them. Connor Benn had both of his eyes leaking. And bro, like, just as far as a boxing match goes, if we didn't hear Connor Benn talk about he's 147, everything he is at 147, we probably would have had a little bit more grace for him after that performance, bro. Because here's the one thing that I refuse to look past. Regis Prograis a dog, bro. I know what kind of person Regis is. I know what kind of hood he comes from. I know exactly what we're getting when we're when we talk about Regis Prograis. That's a fucking dog right there, bro. Connor Benn, you know, we want to see more from him. And I at least know that he's a dog. At least Connor will fight the shit out you, even if he can't box you. He gonna go for body shots. He was going to Regis's body crazy, bro. And the fact that he didn't knock Regis out is the reason we're all talking shit. But if you really want to be honest about scoring a boxing match, he won that fight fucking 8-2. He beat the shit out of Regis. But Regis also beat the shit out of him with headbutts and cornrows and shit. Because them shits were splitting him open, boy. I just can't get over the fact Regis had a bum knee that he still didn't tell nobody about that injury. And we all know it, like insiders, boxing people know. Shout out to YSM. He fucking said that shit too. But Regis left out the knee injury that he don't have no back knee, bro. The knee that matters most. He ain't got that shit, bro. That's why he couldn't move in there. Well, he can't move anyways. He ain't had balance in 3-4 years. Just go watch one of his post-fight interviews. He lets all the cats out the bag. So shout out to Connor, bro. I wouldn't mind seeing Connor and Shakur mix it up, though. Just to be honest, bro, if Shakur didn't put the rehydration clause on him, sure. And we got to remember, dude, that fight was at 150 for Zuffa. You know why it was at 150? Everybody was screaming, catch weight, catch weight, catch weight. That's not a fucking catch weight to Zuffa. That's welterweight to Zuffa. 150 is welterweight at Zuffa boxing. That's what it is, guys. That shit wasn't no fucking catch weight. Wasn't none of that. It was a fucking contention fight. Now Connor Benn going to be the next Zuffa champion. He's fighting at welterweight. Who's another welter? They might make Connor and Richardson Hitchens. It might be the fight. Miss Joette, what's up with you, girl? Salute. Appreciate Miss Joette. She a motherfucking channel member and one of the longest supporters of this channel. Day one. Appreciate you, Miss Joette. What's up with you? Salute, girl. Salute. All right, let's watch him keep capping. We all know now that what Shakur is doing out here is pandering to the fucking internet, pandering to fucking who's the goofy that's always interviewing him on X, Hassan, and the fucking real super clown, that fucking D Block retard. There's so many of them, bro. That's why I don't even go on X, bro. I'll tweet something and I get the fuck out of there, bro. Because you guys are all keyboard warriors. You ain't never coming to click no links. We don't know you're a faceless fucking Twitter page, which is worse than a faceless YouTube page. Because at least we get to see videos on a faceless YouTube page. You guys are just typing. And typing crazy. Tough guy shit. Like what? How do we know you're not a 40-year-old fat white dude at home fucking living on his mom's sofa and shit? We don't know that, bro. So save the tough talk. You can see my picture. You can see who the fuck I am and where the fuck I'm at. Y'all are some clowns, bro.
So can I just ask specifically, how does that fight play out? You think you stop him?
I think there's a real possibility I stop him. I will be disappointed in myself if I don't stop him.
Wow.
Are we kidding, Shakur? Are we fucking joking? You couldn't stop William Zepeda. Number one, because you were getting beat up in that fight. But you told your grandpa you was going to stop him. You couldn't stop Artem Haratonian. But you told your grandpa you was going to stop him. You couldn't stop Teofimo Lopez, who in your fucking words and the internet's words, you beat the shit out of him. It should have been easy to stop Teofimo. You didn't stop him neither, though, champ. How the fuck are you going to be fucking stopping Teofimo Lopez?
After your fight, which was January 31st here in New York, you guys have the face-to-face. Was there any talk before the...
I think I got to watch my dog's video real quick. Damn, it says I only got 2 people watching on YouTube. You see that shit? crazy, crazy work. I gotta see this joint. Hold up, my dog's saying we got to update. Shout out to Knockout, bro.
And so the introduction says,
all right, am I sharing the right thing? All right, let's see what Knockout talking about with the breaking news with Gervonta Davis. Shout out Knockout Boxing. If you guys don't know him and you know me, get over to Knockout Boxing's page, bro, and go like, share, and subscribe over there. My dog be cooking and he be keeping us informed, all that good shit. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna rewind it. My dog is thorough, accurate, fucking don't never lie to nobody about nothing. So any YouTube page that's telling you this kid's a liar or anything of the sort, just know that they're coming from a hate place or they had personal interactions with this man in you know, you get it. Shout out to Knockout.
some news in the Gervonta Tank Davis case in Miami-Dade County. I'm gonna give y'all the update.
Too rich.
And
What
this
up?
is for the civil case. So his lawyers filed a new motion. They actually filed this late on Friday. I was out of town and I just got back, and obviously no one is able to get the type of information I'm able to get. So no one's brought this to your attention. So this is basically breaking news. No outlet is reporting this. No TMZ, ESPN, anything like that. I'm sure they'll follow suit after I break something like this and kind of go over it with y'all. I'm sure they'll follow suit. But basically what's going on in the civil case right now is her lawyer, her lawyers are trying to work to get his counter suit thrown out of court and get it dismissed. And so they filed a motion to get his counter lawsuit of $20 million dismissed. And they're supposed to have a hearing on that today. Well, late Friday evening, his legal team filed a response to that motion. So how it works, just so everybody can catch up, and I've been documenting this story all throughout the channel. Go check it out. I'm not finna catch up people.
Running wild.
So if you hear a lot of summaries, if you hear a lot of summarizing in this video, it's because I've already went over all this information in detail. So just to catch y'all up really quickly and really briefly, Tank Davis is suing Courtney Roselle, his alleged victim, his accuser, for $20 million for tortious interference with business relationships. Well, her legal team filed a motion to get that thrown out. And his legal team has now filed a response to that motion, which we're going to go over. And I'll give y'all my opinion on everything once I go over it. So smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Let's break this down. Let's go over it in detail. Now, this is the new documents that we have for y'all that I'll be showing to you. This is filed by his team in court late Friday. The hearing is supposed to be today, but if the judge could also cancel the hearing and have ruled off of this motion, they'll update the docket and let us know. But here's his team's argument. Counterplaintiff Gervonta Davis responds to motion to dismiss his counterclaim. And so the introduction says this action stems from a purported incident where Roselle claims she was attacked and brutalized by Davis. But in fact, Roselle admitted she was not injured. Davis has filed a counterclaim against Roselle seeking damages for intentional interference with a business relationship. The crux of Davis's counterclaim is that Roselle knowingly made and publicized misleading accusations of domestic violence against Davis after Davis refused to comply with extortionate demands of Roselle, which accusations caused Davis' boxing match with Jake Paul to be canceled, resulting in lost earnings, and caused Davis to lose another substantial professional opportunity. So that's the introduction. Roselle filed a motion to dismiss the counterclaim on the grounds that the statements relied upon Davis in the counterclaim are purportedly privileged, rendering them inactionable, that Davis fails to allege malice or ill will in the counterclaim, and that Davis does not allege that statements were made directly to his opponent, Jake Paul. So basically, what they're saying is, hey, look, this is why she's trying to get it thrown out. She's trying to get his lawsuit thrown out because she's saying she didn't have any ill will or any malice, and that that everything that she was saying back and forth to Davis and back and forth to the police should be privileged information. And also, she didn't say this shit directly to Jake Paul. So it ain't her fault that his business got fucked up. It's basically what she argued in her motion to dismiss, which we already went over. And they're just summarizing it. They're giving the introduction, letting you know, hey, this is what they argued, and we about to try to tear this down brick by brick by brick. Then they go on to say it's important to note that although Roselle attempts to mischaracterize and paint her extortion demands as settlement communications, the fact that they contain veiled threats of pursuing criminal charges against Davis renders them anything but privileged settlement communications. As demonstrating this response, none of the grounds asserted by Roselle in her motion warrant dismissal of the counterclaim under Florida law. Therefore, the motion to dismiss must be denied. Legal standard. Then they go on to read a bunch of legal standards for what a motion to dismiss is. And then they're going to argue why her motion to dismiss his lawsuit doesn't hold any weight. But basically what the legal standards are, just so y'all know, what they're alleging is that the stuff that she said in her motion to dismiss his counterclaim, that's obsolete. That don't matter. That's what they're trying to lay the groundwork for that. So the introduction, they're saying, hey, yo, look, this is what we suing for. This is what her response to it was, and then here's our response. And then they go to give the legal standard. Hey, this is why what she said don't hold any weight and shouldn't hold any weight in the court. And now they're about to go make their argument. They got a few arguments they're gonna make. Argument A, Roselle's motion to dismiss improperly raises affirmative defenses not suitable for consideration by the court at the motion to dismiss stage. At the outset, Roselle's motion to dismiss must be denied because it is premised almost entirely on several purported.
Shout out to the new people in the building. We're quick reacting to this knockout. Breaking news on my dog, Tank Davis. Savage Bo in the building. Salute to you, champ. Too Rich, what up with you, Brody? Salute. We're just quick reacting to this, and then we're going to get back to the Shakur interview, and then we got a Boots joint that I don't think nobody's seen. I caught it on the channel today. I forget the kid's name, but we'll shout him out when it's ready, man. Shout out to the new people in the building. Salute to y'all, man. Lover or hater, supporter or fucking hater, shout out to you regardless. You're probably doing your job either way. It don't matter. Salute.
Purported privileges asserted by Roselle in connection with statements made by Roselle, including without limitation the extortion demand text messages from Roselle counsel to Davis' manager and statements made by Roselle to the Miami Gardens police. It should be noted that while Roselle attempts couch her extortionate demands as settlement communications in order to claim a purported privilege defense, in reality, they constitute extortion because Roselle implied that she would go to the police to pursue criminal charges unless Davis complied, and therefore no privilege applies to such statements. So basically, once you're supposed to be negotiating, you can't threaten me in the middle of a negotiation. You can't threaten me, hey, if you don't do this, then I'm going to go do that. That's extortion, is what they're saying in a nutshell. You can't threaten that, hey, I'm going to go to the police if you don't give me what I'm looking for. Trying to sway the negotiations or trying to sway what we're talking about. And then in reality, remember.
Yeah, because that's called extortion. Tim Layton, angry white man in the building. Hashtag JBTAWM. Shout out to the JBT, man. Salute, bro. Salute, Tim. How you doing today, bro?
It's already been proven that when they were doing all this shit, when they were going back and forth, her legal lawyer or whatever, and his manager, they were actually lying to his manager because they had already went to the police. So it's just this shit's very messy, bro. Very, very messy. But let's keep reading though. Unless they Roselle cannot now hide behind such extortion demands by claiming.
Y'all, I need y'all to smash the like. I know all of y'all in here did. I need y'all to share this shit. You clearly see, bro. Guarantee ain't nobody got no fucking notification that I was live. I promise that. And if you did, you probably are a real supporter or a true hater. You're always clicking on my shit, hitting the thumbs down or thumbs up. That's the only way you get a fucking notification to this shit. So if y'all can help out, share this shit. We got the top shit talker contest every time I'm live and you see the goal of 5 super chats. There's a chance for you to win a $30 cash app if all 5 super chats are met. And it pushes the conversation forward. It helps all parties involved. And I don't care who wins the contest. Your name will be at the top of that crown at the end of this joint. So if we get that, I give out a prize. So hit the Cash App. If you're watching this on the replay, subscribe to this shit. Hit the like button. Subscribe. If it ain't for you later on, you can unsubscribe later on. But I promise, if you subscribe, you'll be nothing but entertained when you come into this fucking channel. I promise that.
Privilege in order.
Salute to y'all. Let's let Knockout keep telling us the facts. Sorry for stopping it, because I know a couple people probably watching this like, damn, man, stop stopping that shit. D1. My bad. My bad.
To avoid liability. Basically, now you don't want to.
2 haters immediately left as soon as you start to ask them to play along and shit. They bounce out. Oh, he's asking for super chats. Bro, you got to do that shit. If you don't, you're going to be the one just left out, left behind. So fucking leave if you don't like to hear that. Please don't even, there's no reason for you to hate watch or nothing. Just keep reporting the shorts. It's all good.
Be liable, so you want to say it was privilege. You wasn't trying to say that shit was privilege when you were trying to get their money up off of them. That's what they saying, bro. I speak nigga lawyer. You know what I mean? Notwithstanding such claims of privilege by a plaintiff are improperly raised by plaintiff as grounds for dismissal when there are actually affirmative defenses which are not properly raised by plaintiff on emotional dismiss. Under Florida law, a motion to dismiss is confined to testing the legal sufficiency of the complaint based solely on its 4 corners, and affirmative defenses cannot serve as the basis for dismissal unless they're conclusively established on the face of the pleading. And then they go on to give you a bunch of legal standards. And just to translate that for you guys, long story short, the things that she bringing up, that's for the court to decide. That's for the court to decide. That's for the trial. That's what the trial for. The arguments that they making, that's for the trial, that's for cross-examination, that's for the jury to decide. Kind of like when the judge ruled against Tank Davis for the punitive damages hearing that they had because of the tape. Like the whole story, the subjectiveness of it, what was said, what happened before, what happened after, that's for the trial. You can't get her lawsuit thrown out or the punitive damages thrown out because of these defenses that y'all are bringing up, because those defenses are trial defenses. Those are affirmative defenses. So because of the tape and because of what I see, I'm going to go ahead and say that she can try to pursue this shit. And then y'all can bring up all them defenses and shit when it come time for trial. That's basically what his legal team is doing back in reverse. Like all of that, is it privileged or not? Is it do you have the right? Was it really settlement talks and not extortion? All of that shit, that's for trial. Right now, for this document, you got to say that what we're saying in the 4 corners of this document is not true, and they are true. So we get to go forward with our lawsuit too. They're just jousting back and forth, bro. And I'll tell y'all what I think all this is about as we get to the end of the document a little bit later on, and I'll give y'all my opinion on it. But number
I did it again, Cam. I did it again. Fuck. Oh my God, bro. Oh my fucking God. Frontline salute. What I was saying, I'm not even going to go on a rant about that. Shout out to Too Rich to Go. Shout out to WMS. How long have I been in here without sound, Cam? Holy shit. I said so much shit, bro. Shout out to WMS. I subscribe to his channel in the building. Everybody subscribe to Too Rich, Cam, Knockout. Everybody that's in here that got a channel. Shout out to Frontline. Go subscribe to my dog Edwin and Frontline be cooking every single night, bro. Every day too. Salute to Frontline. We all got our favorite fighters. Most of y'all don't like me because of what I say about your favorite fighter or how, like, I get it, man. I get it. That's your favorite fighter. But if you got a favorite fighter, chances are you like the sport of boxing. We need to get off the favorite fighters and get on to fucking. I almost dozed off, bro. Listen, dog. I hit the mute because Knockout's video was playing and it never unmuted. I thought it automatically did. I did this shit last week too. I was just cooking, bro. Now it's hard for me to rethink it. But salute to WMS. I subscribe to your channel, bro. Subscribe to the content creators that are out here pushing this boxing shit forward every day, bro. And love boxing. And let's get off the boxers. Like, have your favorites. Support them. One of my favorites is David Benavidez. He fights May 5th or May 3rd. Cinco de Mayo. Benavidez is about to take the sport over that day. Mark my words. But we'll leave that for then. Shout out to Boots Ennis. Tied in the top 3 of my 3 favorite fighters. I love all 3 the same. Tank, Benavidez, and Boots. Shout out to Xander fucking Zayas. One thing we know for certain, guys, whether you like any of the fighters I just named or whatever your favorite fighter's name is, you love boxing too. We need to put the favorite fighters aside, fucking talk shit with each other, talk boxing, push the sport forward, and fucking forget about the favorites, bro. I'm not saying nothing to you personally. I'm not attacking you personally. And I know you're not attacking me personally, but sometimes you guys do take it personal and start threatening and doing all that goofy shit too. You know how you do. But let's love the boxing and not the boxers, bro. Or let's love them both and understand what the fuck we're doing here. I'm not personally attacking you. I'm just criticizing your favorite fighter. That's all I'm doing. And people literally hate me. Like, you guys have no idea. I'm about to start showing my DMs and shit from random accounts. Like, you want to see, like, bro, people fucking hate me. And it's all over a fighter. Because I know for a fact, bro, I can make any human being on planet Earth laugh. And I can entertain you for a little bit. That's for certain. I'm getting better at this shit the more I do it. But mostly I would never have thought I was doing this. If you asked me 2 years ago if I was going to be doing this or 3 years ago if I was going to be doing this, I would have laughed at you. But we're here now. Let's love boxing. Crush. Where's Crush at? Damn, I missed Crush in the building. Are you just saluting Crush? I didn't see Crush. No, fuck that D1. I'm biased as fuck. And I probably am too, Frontline, but I understand, bro. Because I know who your favorites are. I know what guys you're going to root for. It is what it is. I'm never going to take what you say personally unless you make it personal. And that's where I think I get the fucking majority of my haters from, because they think I'm personally attacking them. It's boxing fans fucking jumping on grenades for their favorite fighter, bro. It's like, damn, bro, it's just a little bit of criticism. We just talking shit on a panel or in the chat. Relax, champ. I got people fucking sending me threats and they're going to gun me down and this, that, and the third. I've had fallouts with content creators because they've let something fucking stew and sit around for a while in their feelings until they couldn't fucking take it anymore. Somebody in the chat say something, the content creator flip out. Like, bro, we got to chill the fuck out. Crush the legend. Yoda in the building. Go subscribe to my dog Yoda. My dog Crush, the grumpy OG. MOC on the STN. Salute to my dog Crush. Coffee and donuts for grown-ups in the morning. Yoda is my fucking guy, bro. I listen to Crush whether I get a chance to type in the chat or not. No matter how many people are in there, Crush, if you see a 1 or a 2, I'm in there, dog. Salute to Crush. Everybody go like, share, and subscribe to the Philly, bro. Go show some love or some hate. He welcomes the hate. I'm sure of it. Shout out to the haters. Shout out to the motherfucking supporters. And shout out to the chat, bro. That's why I do the shit I do, man. And go subscribe to Crush the Legend. 8 a.m. every single morning he can get on this bitch. He's on there, bro. Shout out to the ones that are consistent. And I haven't been too consistent lately. But this shit gets on my nerves, bro. It's like, I'm not going to do anything for no reason. Like, I want support. I need support. We need support over here. So when YouTube isn't supporting us and not showing my shorts out when I know they're fucking quality, it makes me not want to do it, bro. I got so much else going on in life that any little precious time I get, I have to be funneling and doing something in my life that's important to me. If it ain't important to nobody else, it's fucking important to me. So I make the most of my time. I'm not going to go edit a short when I think this is a fucking 15,000 view short and I know YouTube going to hate on it because it's got a curse word in it or an edgy fucking piece of film. So it makes it hard, bro. The fucking haters in the live chat, I don't care. Give a shit about that. Hate your fucking heart out. Do what you got to do, man. Just be a part of the conversation. You're not timed out. I took half of the people I blocked. You guys are off block. So if you're sitting in the shadows thinking, he ain't gonna see my comment anyways, think again. I unblocked y'all. Because the last thing I'm gonna do from here on out is take anything in boxing personal unless you make it personal. If you attack me or threaten me, then it's personal. We can do personal shit, but we'll get to that when we gotta get there. Boxing, don't take nothing I say personal. If it's about your favorite fighter, it's about him. It's up to him or her to take it personal. Okay? It's not up to you. Unless I say something personal about you. Let's stop taking this shit personal. Knight Rider, my motherfucking dog in the building. Salute. And the motherfucking champ is in the building. My dog More Boxing 90. Salute to you. If he's got a channel, go check his channel out. Salute. That's the 3-time champ or the top shit talker in the fucking building. Salute to my dog, bro. Just criticizing some fighters, boxing. You know what the fuck we be doing here. My dog Knight Rider too, bro. Salute, man. We got to stop taking this shit personal with these boxers, man. Half of the shit y'all see on the big screen is fake anyways. It's not real. It's a storyline. They were told to come on the interview and fucking talk and act like that. In here, say this. This will get tons of Twitter engagement. They literally have meetings and they're fucking going over shit. This is what we want you to say in the next interview. If you think I'm lying, ask your favorite fighter when you meet him or her. If you know anything, you already know I'm not telling no fucking lies up here, bro. Nah, no channel, but salute to you, bro. It don't matter. Salute. Go fucking follow my dog More Boxing. Salute, Brody. I appreciate my boy, bro. Whether he sent another super chat again, I know he's a subscriber and I know he comes here and he plays along. We got this shit set right now. We still doing our shit. Anytime y'all see the goal set over here, if that goal is reached, there's a $30 cash app for the #1 shit talker every single time. Ask my dog if he's won a contest and ever not got his prize. We'll be doing no fucking capping, bro. I tell y'all my boxing opinion, how I see it. However the event plays out and I react to it, I'm going to tell you my fucking honest to God opinion, whether you like it, whether I like it, whether anybody fucking likes it or not. Because there's a lot of lying that goes on out here in this shit. That's why I'm saying to y'all, bro, beware of what you take serious in this shit. The only thing I take serious is the actual fight that they're trading punches. That's when it's serious. Everything else is fucking entertainment. Shout out to everybody in the building. I've been went on a crazy tangent. I'm still dying to know what the fuck Tank Davis is getting into. And this is really only about countersues about his fucking lawsuit. It's not anything criminal, and that's what I'm dying to know about, the motherfucking criminal case. And I think we're gonna have to watch this shit play out. I don't know if Tank's fighting this summer. I'll tell y'all that. Let's see what Knockout's saying though. Salute to everybody in this bitch.
5 here. Roselle's arguments that the subject text messages constitute privileged settlement communications and statements made by Roselle to law enforcement.
My dog Knight Rider. Salute, bro. I appreciate that. Tim Carey hit me with the $2 joint, but gotta read the joint. Salute to my dog Knight Rider, bro. And salute to Tim Carey too. But Knight Rider says to get you started on the goal. Salute. Bro, I fucking appreciate that shit. And here, I'll play the last. Did I play the Tyson Fury joint yet? I had 3 super chat joints from Friday night, but we ended the show after like 49 minutes, bro. I wasn't feeling it. I got a lot going on, but that's besides the point. Salute to my dog Knight Rider, bro.
That's exactly what the fuck I am talking about. I hope this super chatter is just like Tyson Fury in many ways but one. I hope he shows up, talks his shit the entire show, but in the end isn't claiming robbery like Tyson Fury did. Cause we ain't giving out no motherfucking refunds. Shout out to you in the super chat. We really appreciate you.
Real shit, bro. Salute to you. I forgot that joint, to be honest with y'all, bro. Salute to my dog Knight Rider. Let's fucking get it, bro. Let me let Knockout finish. I'm over here tweaking.
Or qualifiedly privileged or affirmative defenses requiring discovery and factual development, and as such, do not constitute valid grounds for dismissal of the counterclaim at this very early stage in the litigation. Another thing I find interesting, right? If you go on the dockets or whatever, the things that Roselle and her legal team are claiming privilege, like the statements to the law enforcement and the text messages and things like that, they provided to the court themselves. I'm no lawyer. Y'all know I'm no lawyer, but you gave text messages to the court. You gave the police report to the court. How is the police report privileged, but you giving it to court as evidence as part of your lawsuit? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense what I'm saying. You're suing Tank, all right? And you're giving the police report, you're using the arrest warrant, you're using all of these things that
Cash Crypto in the motherfucking building. That's my dog for real. Salute, Brody.
You want to use to try to sue him and get money. But then when he say, yo, these things you lying in this shit, you straight out lying, you lied here, you lied there. So I'm suing you because you was trying to extort me and you was, doing the bullshit that he's alleging that she was doing. Now they privileged. So the same things that you used to sue me are now privileged when I'm using them to sue you. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's keep going though.
Bro, I could be mistaken, but that's how the law works, though. It doesn't matter what you did. Like, I think it's something weird like that, bro. I could be wrong too, though. I think everything you claim and the evidence you submit and everything you do, it doesn't work like that. I think it, you know what I mean? But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You're much smarter than I am. College educated and shit. I ain't got nothing for that, dog. I'm a motherfucking GED. I spent a couple weeks, I spent 2 years and a couple weeks in high school, and that was it. I had to pay bills and shit. I had to go. You know what I mean? So, but I thought, like, in the court of law, like, even though she submitted her text, you can't say, oh, well, she submitted text messages. Like, I think that just goes part of it. I don't know. I'm probably wrong though, because my dog's smart as shit, and if he's saying that, that's probably what it is. My bad.
Qualified privilege or affirmative
Damn,
defenses
what the
requiring
fuck?
discovery and factual development, and as such do not constitute valid grounds for dismissal of the counterclaim at this very early stage in the litigation. What's more, Roselle's purported defenses of privilege do not conclusively appear on the face of the counterclaim, much less Davis's opportunity to factually avoid such defenses by way of reply. Long story short, like I was telling y'all, bro, speaking Nick Lawyer to you, right? Speaking Nick Lawyer to you, what they saying here, bro? Look, all this shit y'all saying, we got to argue this shit out in court. We got to argue this shit out in court. Y'all really want this smoke? We got to argue this out at the trial. All these things y'all saying is privilege. All these things y'all saying is settlement talks. All of that stuff y'all claiming, bro. We got to settle this in court. Y'all trying to get this thrown out? No, this too early. Don't throw our shit out, Judge. Let us work. Let us work. Let's see who really bluffing. Let's see what's up. That's basically what this shit's saying, bro. Simply put, whether privilege applies to any statements made by Roselle is a factual determination that cannot be resolved at this stage in the litigation.
Oh, I was tweaking. He's reading what the lawyers are saying, and my bad, Knockout. You're right. I don't know what the fuck I was lost for a second. That's what stopping and talking shit does for you.
And is instead properly raised as an affirmative defense. As such defenses are not conclusively established on the face of the counterclaim. Accordingly, dismissal on such grounds will be improper, and the motion to dismiss must be denied. So that's their first argument, is that basically it's too early. This shit way too early. Because to throw it out without giving us a chance to respond is improper. That basically, so because they said, oh, it was this, it was that don't mean you get to throw a lawsuit out. They got to argue that shit. They got to prove that it was privileged communications. They got to prove that it was just settlement talks and not extortion. You can't throw a lawsuit out just because they said that shit. It's too early for that. That's why the laws are written the way they written. Let's take these gloves off. Let's get it cracking. That's what they saying, bro. All right, so here's their second argument, number B, or letter B, I should say, which is Davis is not required to allege malice and or ill will to state a cause of action for tortious interference with a business relationship under Florida law. So they're basically saying the law, like that argument y'all was making about she didn't make any statements with any malice. She didn't make any statements with any ill will. That shit don't apply under Florida law. So I don't even know why y'all made that argument. That's basically what it seemed like they about to argue right here. And then another thing I find interesting, it's not required. Davis is not required to allege malice and or ill will. I think her legal team should have just been arguing that she was just telling the truth. But as you can see, they can't argue that she was telling the truth because she's already been proven to be misleading and lying. So it's getting very interesting, bro. Is what I'll say. This is a very, very interesting and intriguing case, bro. But anyway, number 8, plaintiff's motion improperly attempts to impose.
And he's right. The shit is getting a little fucking crazy here. And I hit the super chat just because I want somebody to win, bro. Make no mistake. I don't give a fuck if there's 900 or 9 people in here. That ain't the reason I'm giving back. I give back for subscribers. So shout out to y'all, man. Let me play one of these motherfucking knockouts. Just cause I want to see this shit.
Oh shit. We got a Devin Haney fan super chatter. Sorta took us by surprise. Kinda like this knockdown of Brian Norman. But you wanna know the difference between this and that? We're not giving out any hugs afterwards because we're on the internet. Shout out to you and your support. We fucking appreciate you.
After yeah, I'm not a Devin Haney fan though, dipshit. Devin Haney panics when he hits somebody and he got him stunned, bro. Literally panicking in that joint.
Pleading
Pleading
5 requirement on Davis to allege
somebody wins a fucking Cash App, so it's up to y'all from here on out. Salute to y'all.
The statements were made by Roselle. The statements were made by Roselle, which requirement simply does not exist as an element of tortious interference under element of tortious interference claim under Florida law. Basically, y'all trying to put something on him that don't even exist. He ain't got to show that she got ill will to have a lawsuit against her. That's not a part of this shit. It's basically what they're saying. 9, the elements of tortious interference with a business relationship are well settled under Florida law. 1, the existence of a business relationship. 2, knowledge of the relationship on the part of the defendant. 3, an intentional and unjustified interference with the relationship by the defendant. And 4, damage to the plaintiff as a result of the breach of the relationship. So basically they're saying, look, Judge, here's what the law says. And nowhere do you see malice or ill will in the law. And then they cite the damn law. Then they cite all the laws in all these cases to try to prove their point that you ain't got to have ill will or have malice in your heart to do torture, to be torturous interfering with somebody's business is what his legal team is arguing. Now, notably absent from Florida case law is any requirement that a plaintiff plead or prove express malice or ill will in order to recover damages under torturous interference claim. Indeed, number 11, indeed, Roselle cites a plethora of cases discussing statements made with malice or ill will. However, there's only one problem. All of these cases which are cited by Roselle in her motion for such proposition are defamation cases and are therefore wholly inapplicable to this action. They're saying they citing cases, all the cases that his lawyer, her lawyer.
Oh shit. Shout out to my motherfucking dog, More Boxing. Motherfucking champ in the building.
Oh shit, we got a super chatter barging in here demanding to be heard like a rodeo. Man, that's gotta hurt your feelings. Rory outboxed the guy Devin couldn't. Gervonta Davis knocked them both out. Ha ha ha. Shout out to the super chatter. We fucking appreciate you. The same way David Benavidez is calling for Anthony Yard to fight, that's how I be calling y'all to start super chatting. So shout out to the one that seen the call. And shout out to the fucking Mexican monster. And the chat master who dropped that fucking super chat. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
Who y'all got beating David Benavidez? Damn sure he's Zerto. Shout out to you, More Boxing. Appreciate the love, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Lawyer cited, they citing cases that are totally different lawsuits. They citing cases from what are these? Defamation cases. This is not a defamation case. This is a torturous business interference case. So they got the wrong law cases. This is like the second time that his lawyers wrote a motion basically saying her lawyers didn't know what the hell they was doing. Remember the last video we did? I forgot what it was and what they were going back and forth about, but it was about how her lawyers, they were arguing that her lawyers were using old case law and not the most recent and updated case law. And now they're saying that her lawyers are using case law from the wrong type of cases, like citing case law from defamation cases and not torturous business interference cases. So they're doing the wrong shit, is what his legal team is accusing them of. If true, she might need some new lawyers, because every time I read the motions back and forth, it be looking like his lawyers be putting in work on her lawyers, bro. And I can just imagine when they get to oral arguments, if it go to trial, when they get in front of the judge arguing their case in the chambers and shit, if it's like this on paper, oh my God, face to face, it probably get even worse. Anyway, number 12, it is worth noting here that Davis is not suing Roselle for defamation in his counterclaim, but for torturous interference with a business relationship, a completely different cause of action with different pleading requirements. Basically, the requirements of this shit is different. They made an argument to you, Judge, about the requirements that Davis would have to do if he was suing for defamation. He ain't suing for defamation. He's suing for torturous business interference. And the things that you need to sue for that are totally different. Basically, her lawyers is trash, Judge. You see this shit. We shouldn't even have to write this shit. But we're going to write it anyway. We're going to earn our money. That's what it looked like, bro. Number 13, Roselle does not cite any legal authority in her motion which would establish malice or ill will as recognized or legally required elements of torturous interference claim. Yeah, they just ate that ill will argument all the way the fuck up. They just ate the malice ill will argument all the way the fuck up. Now, letter C, this is another argument they're making. In ruling on the motion to dismiss, the court is limited to the four corners of the counterclaim. Roselle's motion relies on factors which are outside the four corners of the counterclaim. By asking the court to consider whether statements were made to Jake Paul directly and whether the statements made by Roselle ever reached Jake Paul. Under Florida law, a motion to dismiss is confined to the four corners of the complaint and tests only legal sufficiency of the allegations of the pleading. And then they cite another case. Additionally, when presented with a motion to dismiss, a trial court is required to treat the factual allegations of the complaint as true and to consider those allegations in the light of most favorable to the plaintiffs. And then they cite some more cases. 16, Davis in the counterclaim generally pleads the following. 16.1, that Davis was scheduled for a fight against Jake Paul with projected earnings of $40 million, thereby constituting a business relationship. 16.2, that Rozelle had knowledge of such business relationship. 16.3, that Rozelle committed intentional acts designed to interfere with such business relationship, i.e., by publishing and disseminating misleading statements and domestic violence accusations to third parties with the intention that such statements should cause Davis' scheduled match to be canceled. And 16.4, that the fight was in fact canceled after dissemination of statements by Rozelle, thus constituting actual interference with the business relationship, resulting in damages to Davis. So those 4 that they went over at the top right here, where is it at? Right here. These 4 right here. Those 4 right there that they went over in number 9, they come back down and they try to show how they proved all 4 of them. So they basically trying to show the judge, look, bro, here's what it means to have tortious business interference. And here is what she did.
Yeah, he's got some good ass lawyers, bro. The best money can buy. There's literally no better man for the case than who he's got.
To have tortious business interference. They doing one by one, all 4, trying to prove, if they can, that the lawsuit needs to stand. Let him have his counter lawsuit, is what they're saying, because he's met the requirements to where this should be able to go to trial. That's what they're saying. Number 17, Rozelle seeks to go beyond the 4 corners of the counterclaim by requesting the court to consider whether statements were made to Jake Paul directly and whether the statements made by Rozelle ever reached Jake Paul. The fact remains that Davis has sufficiently pled all of the required elements of a cause of action for tortious interference, and because the court must not go beyond the 4 corners of the counterclaim, and that Davis is entitled to all reasonable inferences drawn in his favor as a matter of law, the motion to dismiss must be denied. D, Rozelle's argument that alleged statements were not made directly to Jake Paul is irrelevant. So now they're about to argue it's irrelevant. Tortious interference don't mean she got to tell him directly or that they got to reach him. It just means you got to fuck my shit up, is what they saying, for lack of a better word. That's what they're saying. That's what they're arguing right here. Let's see the argument that they make. 19, allegations of direct contact is not required under Florida law in order to state a cause of action for tortious interference with the business relationship. And in fact, Rozelle fails to cite any case law which sets forth such requirement. She can't tell you the law, judge. Her lawyers can't tell you the law. They just putting shit on a piece of paper. She do not have to reach out to Jake Paul directly for it to be tortious business interference. That's what that shit means. That's what they're saying. Davis is a well-known, high-profile boxer. Rozelle knew and intended that by disseminating accusations of domestic violence and publishing such allegations against Davis, such accusations will receive substantial publicity and media coverage, will foreseeably reach third parties such as promoters, Davis's opponents, and other third parties, which would result in the cancellation of Davis's scheduled boxing match. Number 21, Davis alleges in the counterclaim that Rozelle made statements to third parties, including without limitation law enforcement entities and Davis's manager, and did so with the knowledge and intent that such statements would be publicized, disseminated, and impact defendants' professional business relationships, including Davis's scheduled fight with Jake Paul. Y'all give me a second. All right, and then the last one here, such allegations are more than sufficient to plead intentional interference, whether such interference was direct or indirect. So basically, quick, short argument to say, it don't matter whether she reached out to Jake Paul directly. She knew that the statement she was making, she knew that her actions was going to lead to Jake Paul finding out, lead to promoters finding out, lead to everybody finding out, and his fight subsequently got canceled. Therefore, we want to hold her liable for this shit. And then in conclusion, on the grounds alleged by Rozelle in her motion, support or warrant dismissal of the counterclaim. First, any claims of privilege set forth by Rozelle are in fact affirmative defenses which are not properly raised on a motion to dismiss. Next, Davis in the counterclaim properly pleads all required elements of a cause of action for tortious interference with Davis's business relationships. There exists no pleading requirement of malice in order to state a cause of action for tortious interference under Florida law. Similarly, there is no legal requirement that Rozelle have direct contact with Jake Paul or any other party in contract with Davis to state cause of action, as Davis has sufficiently pled all elements of tortious interference with a business relationship. For all the foregoing reasons, the motion to dismiss must be denied. Then they got the certificate of service and all of that shit down there. Now, what does this mean, KO? What's going on here? What's cracking? If you were following the case, you would know that her team already sent over a plea deal to or a settlement offer over to Gervonta Tank Davis, basically saying, hey, we can drop this shit right now. We ain't really trying to go to trial. This is our offer to make this shit go away. Now, it could be an offer for her to pay him, which I 100% doubt. More than likely, it's an offer for him to pay her something and make all this shit go away and get the lawsuit dropped. It's what I would assume and what I would think. For him and his legal team, this isn't about money. It isn't about money. This is all about leverage and saying, do you really want to do this shit? Do you really want to go here? Do you really want to risk getting on that stand and having us rip you apart? Do you really want to risk having to have generations of your ancestors owing me money? All about leverage. With a lawsuit over her head, that might make her move different. With a lawsuit over his head, that can make him move different. It does go both ways. So my opinion of this is just her lawyers trying to out-litigate. I mean, his lawyers trying to out-litigate her lawyers and letting them know, bro, you fighting an uphill battle. You fighting an uphill battle. You really want to do this? You really want to go here? You really want to put this in front of the jury? Y'all really want to do this? And if you ask me, just based on what we know, looks like they're blinking first. They made this about money from the outset with Tank Davis. This wasn't about justice. This wasn't about what's right. This was about her getting the bag, bro. They made that very clear. At every turn, she's been willing to make this go away if he would just pay her some money. From before the lawyers got involved, when she was sending messages to his manager, to right now with the lawyers involved, when you see that they sending official settlement offers and shit like that. This has always been about money to just make her go away and disappear. And for whatever reason, whether you agree or disagree with Tank Davis, he is saying, I'm not paying you shit. Right. Get it in the legal system. I'm not paying you nothing. Let's go to court.
Get it out the
And this lawsuit isn't about her paying him back for Jake Paul. She could never do that for the money he was gonna make with Jake Paul. This shit is about just saying, if we go to court, just understand he ain't gonna just be the defendant, is what his legal team is saying. He's not the defendant. It's gonna be two fights at once. Yeah, he gonna be defending himself, but he gonna be attacking your ass too. Yeah, he's a defendant, but he's also a co-plaintiff. Yeah, you a plaintiff. You a plaintiff, but you also, it's not a co-plaintiff. He's a defendant, but he's also a counter plaintiff. is the message that they sending. And for her, it's to let her know, yeah, you can be a plaintiff. You can be a plaintiff for sure. You suing for sure, but guess what? You a counter defendant too, because we suing your ass too. And do you really want to do this? Do you really trust you're gonna get what you're looking for? Is the money that you think you could get worth losing in court and not getting nothing? That's what this is boiling down to me. Very interesting stuff. As I keep saying, bro, I'm not a lawyer or nothing like that, but his legal team making some good ass arguments, bro. And every time I hear them make an allegation, it just gives the feeling that it seems like her lawyers might be in over their depth, bro. When they writing motions and they citing the improper case law and the law that they're making is or the arguments that they're making aren't arguments that are valid under Florida law. Like when you hear good arguments from lawyers, it's really about, when they write motions, it's about the interpretation of the law. Who can interpretate the law better? Who can win the judge over? Who can make the judge be on their side?
Uphill battle, boxing hacker. Uphill. You gotta explain that shit. Hit me with a super chat. Because that's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, shout out to fucking Knockout Boxing for turning on his camera, looking you motherfuckers in the eye and showing you and telling you he means everything that he says. He's not coming out here with no bullshit, bro. He ain't got no fucking goofy fog glasses on so you can't see who he is. Ain't none of that shit. telling you direct, looking at you straight in your shit, telling you what it is. Now, where we're at in this fucking Gervonta Davis case, that was his lawyers, very high paid. They're going to tear her ass up. She literally hurt all, she has zero credibility as a witness, none of that shit. She's already been caught lying, according to them in text messages, and they got their case. Even if she's not fucking looked at by the law as of right now as a liar, she will be by the end of this. She will be by the end of this. They're going to tear her ass up. And Tank may have past history of DV and all that good shit for the defense. She got past fucking priors of trying to do this same exact shit to other people, other famous fucking basketball dads. So go do some fucking research. This ain't no uphill battle. Tank Davis's team gonna win this shit. Easy work. Man, trust when I tell you, Boxing Hacker. She has 0% chance to win this case. 0. Right now, I bet you if they'd give you a DraftKings odd on this shit, he'd be the fucking plus 2,400 favorite. Right now. If DraftKings could give you odds on this case, Tank Davis would be the odds-on favorite to knock her the fuck out. Yeah, you got... I hit the wrong one. You got a super chat. You see the goal set. You ain't slow. I don't want to know that bad, dog. This was literally a breaking fucking thing. I ain't even really reacting to no Tank Davis news, or his name would be in the headlines, so I'd get more people in here. Because half the people that fuck with me probably only fuck with me because of Tank Davis. When they see a Tank Davis fucking headline, they're in here lickety split. No Tank Davis headlines, and that's probably because they don't give a fuck about boxing other than Tank Davis. And I get it. So I understand. Most of the people that act in these chats and act like hardcore boxing fans, the only reason they're fucking here is because of their favorite fucking fighter. They have no other interest in the sport. That's why I advocate so much for boxing and not boxers, but that's besides the point. Let's let Knockout finish before I give my final thoughts on this shit. I think she's got 0 chance to win this case, man. I know what high-powered attorneys do for somebody, bro. They literally get you off of a murder case with video evidence. You guys don't know who you're fucking with. Like the text messages and fucking, you can't tell Tank Davis is harming her in that video. That's the shit you haters want to fucking, you want to act fucking like it's the end of the world because a man reached out and fucking grabbed his girlfriend. You know how many, you know what, fucking, what? I've been married for 26 years. When I looked at that fucking tape, I said, oh, shit. It's over with. He wins. Case dismissed. Fucking whether he's got to fight it or not, whether it gets dismissed or not, I know one thing for certain. I ain't seen no fucking domestic violence in that fucking tape. I ain't see anything that was bad at all. You don't know whether he's reaching out to embrace her in a loving manner, that's how they played with each. You don't know nothing because you ain't got no fucking sound. If you ever had to fight some shit and go to trial and fucking really be in that kind of fucking shit, you don't know anything about this. His fucking lawyer's gonna tear this shit up whether he punched her in the fucking teeth or not.
Right? But in this case, it always seemed to be like his lawyers are like, no, that's not actually the law, Judge. Here's the law right here. Like, they tripping. No, that's not actually the requirement, Judge. Here's the real requirement under 4.
My motherfucking dog more boxing knows the drill. Hack Attack said, I ain't got 5 for you, bro. I ain't hitting you with no super chat. I'm just gonna wait. But my dog more boxing, the motherfucking champ. Top shit talker in this bitch. He's more boxing is literally the top shit talker in this chat. Y'all gotta come for his crown, bro. Y'all gotta knock this dude out of here. Damn. My dog more boxing says, damn, I ain't know she had a history of this. ... Her lawyers ain't even on the same level or planet, let alone You tripping, Hacker. LOL. And that's fucking facts, bro. I think she tried to do this shit with LeVar Ball, LaMelo Ball's dad and shit. That's what I heard on the internet, bro. I could be tripping. Cam, you already know what's up, Cam J. My dog, both times I had the fucking mute button on, Cam J text me to tell me. My motherfucking dog. And more boxing to my motherfucking dog too, bro. I appreciate y'all. Real shit, man. If you only fucking knew.
That's what the fuck I'm talking. Aw shit, we got another super chatter willing to unload his or her pocket like Jerome Boots Ennis unloads in the pocket. Straight flashy shit. Shout out to you and your support. We fucking appreciate you.
Yo, the way Boots turned away from that and was looking at the crowd, bro, I swear to God, my hair grew like 2 inches. And it grows a little bit more every time I see that clip. Because Boots is really my guy. Boots is the reason, Boots and Tank are the reason I'm even doing this right now. And Benavidez, but Boots and Tank really get, you know how people talk shit in these chats, bro. We got here 2020. It was mostly Tank, but while y'all were arguing Spence and Crawford, I was telling y'all all who the fuck was coming. Ask Knockout, he'll tell you. I've been in his chat talking about Boots since I started being in his chat. I've been a member on Knockout's fucking page for like, I had a whole year with my original D1 page. Now I got like 30 months on my other joint. I've been a member as long as my dog has offered that shit, bro. And it's for good reason, because literally, if you be a member to his channel and you bet on the picks he makes and just bet money line on all of them, you'll be making some money, bro. He ain't lying. And shout out to my dog, More Boxing, though. He's definitely the #1 chatter right now. He's beating the shit out of y'all every time in this joint. Beating the fuck out of y'all. Literally just comes in here, starts fucking beating the shit out of him. Figuratively speaking. Queen, what's up with you, girl? Salute. I ain't even see you in there. Radio Hacker. Guys, I want to have an open panel. Y'all already know the drill around here, bro. Salute to my dog Savage Bo. He said Radio Hacker. And salute to Cam, bro. I fucking love you, dog. Salute to my dog Cam. I appreciate Cam, bro. Johnny on the spot. Yo, there ain't no motherfucking sound on your shit again, dog. Salute Savage says, Radio Hacker, you never went over Tank case, so how can you comment? Or someone opinion who did go over Tank's case? If you don't criticize Tank, why are you talking about a case you don't know nothing about? And shout out to my dog Savage, bro. Probably looking out his door, being outside right now in Miami, hot as shit. Fucking ocean breeze. God damn. I'm over here in Buffalo. Fucking the trees just started budding the other day. Cold as a bitch, but today it's like 71, 67. It was all right. But I'm down in the basement streaming. Shout out to the fucking 305 and my dog Savage. Salute, man. Salute to everybody in here, bro. Links in the fucking chat, bro. But there's one more super chat. Y'all don't know what to do, bro. Unless y'all don't want to give out prizes and shit, and that's cool. I'd rather not, I guess. But goddamn, man, these motherfuckers again talking shit. All right, let's let Knockout finish, because he looked like he looking at Hacker right now. That's how I think Knockout's face looks when Hacker comes in his chat.
Florida law, no, they tripping. It's not even an interpretation of the law or a back and forth. It's really seemed like his lawyers be educating her lawyers on like, yo, your motion fucked up. Like,
Knight Rider, you're in Miami too, dog? Bro, if I can only tell y'all about the times I've had in Miami and the reasons I went there. God damn, bro. Maybe one day, on a late Friday, I'll go over that shit. Salute to y'all and that motherfucking ocean breeze and those bikinis and all that shit.
Everything you quoted was defamation cases, dog. This is not even a defamation case. This is tortious interference with business relations. Like this ain't even like you ain't even making an applicable argument. That's what it seemed like, at least, bro. Now, I'll keep y'all posted. This is the most recent update that we
And
had.
no, shout out to Knockout Boxing, bro. That's definitely what they're saying. Because her main reason for doing this, I know Hacker got something else to say, or the reason why the fuck he thinks whatever, or the other side thinks, bro. She knew the timing of this. You guys gotta like, bro. I can't look at that tape and think it's anything, bro. But her not wanting to go with him, like she knew how it would look on those cameras. So she was like, I'm gonna put up a little stink, get him to come in here, and we'll fucking paint the picture. Like this is real deal setup shit, bro. And everybody would believe it because of who Tank Davis is, his fucking past, and everything else he's got going on, bro. Y'all can't fucking tell me that this shit's a real case and he really did something to her in that nightclub, bro. You're out of your fucking mind. And his lawyers are guaranteed going to get him off of this. As sure as the sun comes up, he's off of this. And rightfully so. Bro, like I think even more than that. I think like this shit came from Jake somehow. Trying to get out that fucking fight. Tickets weren't selling, all that shit, bro. And now we're here, and she's fucking got a history of lying to them. They've already pointed it out. What's to say she could have drew this whole shit up with Jake? Went in there that night with the intent on getting this shit on camera. Look like I don't want to go with him. The whole shit drawn up. Like some real evil shit. That's what I'm always going to think it's that because I know what people are capable of. You understand me? I know exactly what people are capable of. I know exactly what when a prominent figure that has shit tons of money wants to make something look a certain way, they can and will. Elites have been doing this shit so long they probably got a book like they got the Epstein files and all the other weird shit that they do. I bet you they got a fucking playbook. They go to page 500 section C and they fucking read the play and they put that shit into motion, bro. Like people are fucked. Let's go to this Ariel Helwani shit. Let's go back to that. Ariel. There we go. Damn, I was spelling his name right. I gotta pull back up this motherfucking interview with Shakur. Y'all know what's up, man. Salute to everybody in the building. I gotta eat dinner soon though. That's a fucking must. How long ago was this Shakur interview? There it is.
Before the Regis fight got announced and made and all that stuff, did the two...
Man, I this fucking pad that comes with the laptop, Landlord 10, nobody, and that's the one thing that I can't stand about that he did that. That's where Tank's wrong. So whatever comes out of this, it's essentially his fault. Because, see, you must got me fucked up. You must have came in here thinking I was a Tank fanboy or whatever else it is that y'all call the Tank fans. Y'all thought I wasn't real. You came in here ready to jump out the window and let me. I'm gonna tie him up. I'm gonna get him in a. Because I know you ain't clicking the link to come talk that shit. Tank's at fault. Whatever happens out of this, no matter who did what, why they did it, he's at fault for putting himself at Tootsie's nightclub at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. At a time where he had 40 million on the line. And no, he most certainly can be set up then. Landlord 10, what the fuck are you talking about? Him going to the nightclub is the reason he could be set up, dipshit. The fuck are you talking about? Where he's at fault is going to the nightclub. Fuck are you talking about? No, I just don't understand how you can say it's Tank's fault and then claim he was set up. It's Tank's fault. He went to the fucking nightclub, the strip club. He shouldn't have been at Tootsie's. That's where it's his fault. Soon as he gets to the nightclub, he gets fucking set up. That happens. He should have never went to the nightclub. And then he couldn't have been set up in that manner. He probably would have got set up at his own fucking house. So I blame Tank for leaving his fucking house at 4 o'clock in the morning while he's got 40 million on the line. That's where he's at fault with me. Because the shit he did with his girl, I don't give a fuck what you goofies on the internet say that was or whatever. Y'all ain't never been through it with no fucking females. That's one thing I know for certain. You're on the fucking internet. So, what's up, Billy Bob? What's up, my guy? Don't know they call you Wigga. Fucking, are you retarded or something, my boy? Huh? Billy Bob. Well, we know you are just by your name. Probably got 3 teeth. Don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You think that word is it bothers me in some sort or something? What do you think you're proving, goofy? Huh? You're going to have to do better than that. Billy Bob. Fucking clown. Fuck is wrong with you? Do you know where I come from, bro? You know how many times I've been called that in my life? You know how many times it ever mattered? This many times. And that's not a 6. That's a fucking 0, retard. Fuck out of here, clown. Fucking time your bitch ass the fuck out. That's why you can't let everybody off timeout or off block, because as soon as they get a keyboard, they got to say something stupid. It's like their impulse on the internet. They can't help themselves. They got to say something racial or something corny as shit. The only problem is what he said is probably he's probably like 12 or 13, telling his age and everything. And landlord says, yes, I agree. His fault either way. I'm not saying that. So because we're on the internet, we haven't experienced any dealings with female. Man, the logic. I don't give a fuck what kind of dealings you had. I know right now you definitely ain't got no fucking dealings with no female, because you're on a fucking keyboard talking to me about boxing. I've been married for 26 years. I have an excuse. You understand? Please keep typing so you can keep getting cooked. Fucking dipshit. No, I don't. Why didn't you wiggle? Fucking cornball, bro. Going to the nightclub isn't against the law. Dragging old girl by the hair is. No, it's not. He wasn't dragging her anywhere. Dragging her. Come on, bro. Come on, Hack. The problem is a Tank fan. I heard D1 criticize Tank numerous of times. Do you criticize your favorite eyeballs, Landlord 10? You don't know me, though. It's terrible logic. You don't know me, though. I'll fucking say whatever I want and logic it however the fuck I want. Okay? We're on the internet. Now, I know the odds of you having a female anywhere near you right now. I can say what I said previous. I know you're probably between the ages of 20 and 30 years old, don't know dick about nothing in life, out here fucking typing because you hate Tank Davis because he probably fucked your girl or something. That's what I know for sure. So my logic is my logic. I don't give a fuck. You ain't got none. And every time you type something, it gets extremely cooked. And then you type something else and then I cook that too. I know. How's that for logic? Okay. A so staying in the motherfucking building. Salute, bro. Hacker gets dragged by his BF every day. Fucking Hacker is a glutton for punishment, man. He just likes to fucking play devil's advocate. And you know, bro, as much as like the trolls and shit, I don't even mind the landlord kid. He's just talking, bro, and I'm just talking too. I'm just talking. We're just all talking shit on the internet, bro. That's what we're doing here. That's what it's literally the objective of it. In our case, we all love boxing, so we incorporate that into our conversations. So that's what we're doing here, bro. Let's get back into this fucking interview because I gotta get through this. I ain't got too much more time.
Did the two sides ever talk about making this fight next for both of you?
Honestly, I haven't really heard too much. I told them I was down every time that they came to my table. I'm like, I'm down. Let's negotiate.
I'm skipping through this, guys, because I don't want to fucking see Shakur and Connor Benn. Especially not on no rehydration clause. If this kid scrapped the fucking rehydration clause, now we're talking. Now I'll watch the fucking fight. But on a rehydration clause, bro, Connor looked like a different fucking person in that weigh-in. And that was 150. 3 more pounds is the hardest 3 pounds, and it's fucking it would drastically change things. And then he's rehydrated too? No. I don't care. I don't care for that fight, bro. Go make the Devin fight at 144. That's why I fast forwarded that. And it looks like Shakur is fucking rolling right now. I be pausing these joints at the funniest fucking times, bro.
I don't know, man. It's hard to say with Ryan because Ryan is so wishy-washy. When I bet my money on Ryan, he'll come in there and do some whole other nonsense. So it's hard to say. It may be competitive. It may be Ryan by wash. Ryan is just a weird kind of guy when it comes to this. Especially if you bet money on Ryan, it's like you don't.
Yeah, because you're a delusional chat goer. You ain't never been live before. We've never seen your face. We don't know anything about you. We don't know your mentality. We don't know how you deal with thousands of commenters. That's why you think that. But everybody in here, the other 19 people in the chat, they disagree with you. Every single one of them. So keep thinking, buddy. It's all good.
No.
Is dinner done, Hev? Hev? Dinner's done? Nice.
Bet on.
When you guys had your thing at MSG again, just like 2 weeks later, he shocked everyone by...
Here, landlord, here's something that I'll bet that you are not. I bet you're not a landlord. I bet you don't own no houses. And that probably should be my name. And here's another thing that I bet you can't ask nobody if your dinner's cooked other than the fucking drive-through at Wendy's. I bet that.
Leaving Matchroom and signing with Zuffa. Did that surprise you?
Nah, I don't. I don't get into the business side or whatever he got going on because that's his business. So I don't get into it. Congrats to him for making whatever move that he made.
What up with you, Blue Hustle, man? Salute.
And that's good for him. I like Connor Benn actually. Like I like him as a person. He seemed like a cool dude outside of, again, whether he's seen it or not, but he definitely didn't reply.
And it was just a friendly, like, congrats. There was no, being paid. How do you feel?
All right, guys, you see how much time they spent on Connor Benn? This is either a clout chase or they have fucking reason to be talking about them. Remember, they might not tell us, but both of these guys probably know the plan. They've had conversations behind the scenes before this call even started, guaranteed. And Ariel Helwani probably knows what's going on. I wouldn't say it. Maybe in MMA, but I don't know about boxing. But this is either they're going to make Shakur versus Connor Benn, and I think they will, bro. Connor got in the ring with Shakur, and that shit's lame, bro. If he wants hydration clauses and all that shit, bro, keep that fight. I'll watch it, but I ain't paying no extra money for the shit. I promise you that. I promise you that. I want Shakur Ryan and Connor at full 47, but I don't think Connor can fight anybody in real boxing. I think he's going to fight Richardson Hitchens and Zuffa. So I don't give a fuck about those fights. I want to see Shakur and Raymond, Shakur and Abdullah, Shakur and Tank, Shakur and Roach is fine. Shakur and Gary Russell above all of those guys besides maybe Tank. Yeah, besides Tank for sure. Tank is the number one fight I want Shakur. Tank and Shakur should have been happened. That's the fight we need. We need the fight we've all been. That's what most of us is here for. Either you like Shakur like Blue Hustleman or you like Tank like me. That's what we're all doing here, guys. You know what I'm saying? Shots fired, man down. D1 caught a body, no doubt, Savage. I just was tired of his trolling, and that's why I said that. Because, like, cut it out, bro. You ain't cooking shit. Fucking sounds stupid. But I want Shakur in a top dog, bro. Give me Shakur versus Pitbull, too. That's a fight I'll take. I definitely would like to see Shakur versus Pitbull. I think Pitbull beat Lamont Roach fairly easy. The announcers were lying to people. And I watched Pitbull's pre-fight interviews, so I knew he was planning on doing what the fuck he did in that fight. I knew exactly that he was doing that. It sucks because you got to listen with a translator, but bro, he told you. Sorry, Miro, you didn't fucking get the notifications for those fight hype interviews. Sorry, Brian Campbell, you guys don't really watch the shit. I don't know how the fuck you didn't know, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. But I would like to see Pitbull and Shakur, but Pitbull already ducked Shakur because Pitbull don't want to be chasing guys around, and I understand that. I ain't mad at that. Pitbull about to get a Tank fight. But I don't want Tank and Pitbull neither. Tank outboxed Pitbull easy, bro. Pitbull had 4 good rounds in that fight. That's it. I'm not comfortable. And here's the thing. The main reason I don't want Tank and Pitbull is because Tank, everybody shuns that fight. If anybody fucking that picks against Tank, Pitbull, not bad. They all fucking hate that fight. But here's the thing. Pitbull's more of a fucking threat than any of them. So why take a fight where you'll get 0 fucking credit for? The only thing you're going to get is a big payday, and that's why they're doing it. And that's why all these guys do anything that they do is to get paid, guys. I don't want Tank and Pitbull. I'd rather him fight Roach because I know he'll get credit for that one. But there'll still be fucking haters and naysayers doing all that dumb shit. See, look, this is how I know this dude was my troll. He just made a new account, and I don't think Tank wants that fight, though, D1. Salute to you, top of the bottom one, if that's really a person. The Don Dada, what up with you, man? Play the damn video. That's funny. Here, I'm gonna help you real quick. Maybe hold on, bro. They already got you. I was about to say. Where is he at? No, yeah, they already got your bitch ass too. No, that's landlord. Let me see. You guys see this comment right here? Got him. Don Dada. Is the video playing? Is it playing yet? How about now? Is it playing now? No? Fuck out of here.
About how things have played out and where you stand with them now.
I feel like it is what it is. I'm not tripping on it. It is what it is. I appreciate everything they did for me too. I'm not just acting like they didn't do nothing for me. So I appreciate them, but they know that they was wrong in this situation, and they got to deal with their wrongs. I'm not tripping on it. I'm not even thinking about it no more. But they got to deal with their wrongs.
Is there a chance?
Why don't he tell the real fucking story? Why don't listen? What they asked him for his fucking their rightful split. If you want to be our champion, this is what we charge. You're gonna pay it. Shock Foster activated his Mando. He sicked Ray Foster on Shock and fucking got the fuck up out of Dodge and let them be the bad guys and strip him because he refused to pay his sanctioning fees. And now he's acting like they got to get right with him. Why? Because you're scared of Shock Foster? It's their fault? Bro, this kid's a fraud, man. I don't even, bro. Like, stop the cat. Stop the fucking cat, bro.
Chance that they fix this and you get your belt back?
I mean, if they call me and say, yo, you can have your belt back, I respect it. I think that would be more understandable. But if not, it's okay. You know, they can stand wherever they at, and they just a belt organization. They're not doing anything to me. They're not harming me in any type of way. So it is what it is.
Have any of those?
Shakur Stevenson is capping. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate everybody that stopped through here. I gotta eat, bro. I've been up since 4:30 in the morning. Shout out to the fucking chatters, the super chatters, everybody that came through here. Technically, we got 5, but I appreciate y'all, man. My fucking feet are cold. I gotta go get some food, man. Salute.